grins like that?
It's a Cheshire Cat, and that's why.
I didn't know Cheshire Cats always grin. In fact, I didn't know cats could grin.
They all can, most of them do.
I don't know any of them that do.
You don't know that. You don't know much, and that's a fact. If everybody minded their own business, the world would go around a great deal faster than it does.
Which would not be an advantage. Just think of what work it would make the day and night. You see, the Earth, it would take 24 hours to turn on its axis. 24 hours, I think. Or is it 12?
Don't bother me, I hate numbers. I speak roughly to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes. He only does it to annoy because he knows it teases. I speak severely to the boy. I beat him when he sneezes, for he can thoroughly enjoy the pepper when he pleases. Here, you may nurse it a bit if you want to. I must go play croquet with the queen.
Now, if I don't take you away with me, then they're sure to kill you in a day or two. Wouldn't it be murder to leave you behind? Don't grunt like that. It's not at all a proper way of expressing yourself. Now, if you're going to turn into a pig, my dear, I'll have nothing more to do with you. Ah, a pig! Curiouser and curiouser. Cheshire Cat, would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?
It depends a good deal on where you want to get to.
I don't care much where,
Then it doesn't matter which way you go.
so long as I get somewhere.
You should have do that if only you walk long enough.
What sort of people live around here?
Well, in that direction was the Hatter, and in that direction was the March Hare. Is it either you like? They're both quite mad.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
Hey, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you wouldn't have come here.
And how do you know you're mad?
Well, eat that, you see. A dog growls when he's angry, and wags his tail when he's pleased. Now I growl when I'm pleased, and wag my tail when I'm angry. Therefore, I'm mad.
I call it purring, not growling.
Tell it what you like. Do you play croquet with the queen today?
I should very much like it, but I haven't been invited yet.
You'll see me there. By the by, what became of the baby? I'd forgotten to ask.
It turned into a pig.
I thought it would.
I've seen hatters before, and the March Hare will be much more interesting. And perhaps, as this is May, it won't be as raving mad. At least as not it would be in March.
Did you say pig or pig?
I said pig, and I wish you wouldn't keep appearing and vanishing so suddenly. You make one quite giddy.
Okay. All right.
Well, I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat is the most curious thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, which way do you say to go again?
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Up above the world so high, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
A tea party, how lovely. I am quite hungry.
No room.
No room. There's plenty of room.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine. There isn't any. Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
You have a great many places more than 3, and I'm walking a long way, and I thought you might...
Your hair wants cutting.
Gracious! You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude. And you should hold your teacup thusly.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Is that a riddle? Maybe I can solve that.
Do you mean that you can find out the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do. At least mean what I say. Same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit. While you might just as well say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
You might just as well say that I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
You might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same thing with you.
Words mean what we choose them to mean. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what Cheshire Cat said.
Did he?
Well, might I have a piece of cake?
What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days told you butter wouldn't do the work.
You put butter in his watch?
It was the best butter.
Of course, just what I was going to remark myself.
Butter belongs on biscuits.
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor I. Honestly, you might something better with time than wasting it asking riddles that have no answers.
If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk of wasting it. It's him.
What?
I dare say you've never even spoken to time. If you're on good terms with him, he'd do almost anything you'd like with the clock.
Really? What does time look like? Do you talk to time?
Not I. We quarreled last March, just before he went mad, you know. It was a concert given by the Queen of Hearts.
Do you know the Queen? Longing to meet her.
He sung for the Queen.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Little bat. You know the song, perhaps?
I've heard something like it.
Well, I'd hardly finished the first verse when the Queen stood up and bawled out, "He's murdering time! Off with his head!"
1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Queen of my garden said that.
And ever since, he won't do a thing I ask. It's always 6 o'clock now. Change!
Is she so dreadfully savage? The Queen, that is.
Indeed. But here it's always 6 o'clock.
Tea time.
No time to wash up the things in between.
Is that why you keep changing places?
Stop being so smart. You might learn something.
But what happens when you come to the beginning here?
Suppose we change the subject. Tell us a story. Who are you?
Well, I knew who I was when I got up this morning, but I've changed several times since then.
Take some more tea.
I haven't had any, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Wake up, doormat.
I heard every word you fellows were saying.
Tell us the story. Don't you want him to tell us a story?
I want to play croquet with the Queen, and I shall. Oh, why is everything so confusing here?
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
How could they live at the bottom of a well? They would drown.
It was a treacle well.
What's treacle?
Molasses.
There's no such thing as a treacle well. Shh!
Mind your manners.
If you can't be civil, you'd better finish the story yourself.
I don't know the... Carry on.
So these 3 little sisters were learning to draw.
Where did they draw?
Treacle.
I don't understand.
You can draw water out of a water well, so I should think you could draw treacle out of a treacle well. Eh, stupid?
But if they were in the well, how could they...
You're thinking again.
I have a right to think.
Upside down.
Why not?
Keep your temper.
They were learning to draw all manner of things that began with an M.
Why with an M?
Why not?
What does the flame of a candle look like? When it's blown out?
Mousetraps, the moon, memory, muchness.
Ever see a drawing of muchness?
I don't know.
Then you shouldn't talk.
Stop it, stop it! It's the stupidest tea party I've ever been in my entire life, and I should never come back here again. What's happening? What's happening?
Who are you? Why are you here?
I don't know, but what I do know is I'm Alice, and I very much want to go home this instant. I've had quite enough of living upside down. The door, the garden, I must fit, I must.